And now, your main event. Introducing the hosts of Wrestling with Freddie, Jeff Dye, and Freddie Prinze Jr.
All right, guys, there's a glare coming in through the window, so I got the Don Callis shades on until the sun moves a little bit as we record, and then they can come off. So forgive me looking like a total douchebag. Not that you look like a douchebag, Don Callis. I'm talking about me, myself. That's all. That's all the douchebaggery that's going on. All right. What are we going to talk about today? Not much happened in wrestling. Psych. We're going to go into the Royal Rumble, of course. We're going to talk a little AEW. We got to talk AJ Styles. Oh, God. We're going to talk about my bets and how horrible me and Alex were. I think Jeff might have got one right. I might have got one right. I can't even remember. I've deleted it from my mind. But we're going to talk about the Rumble. We're going to talk about Tomasso Ciampa getting over to AEW and getting a belt real quick and looking more like himself. We're going to get into all of it, and we're going to do it right now. All right, you guys. First up. Oh, and yes, we'll talk about Royce Keys. We'll talk about the Masked Man. If I was Adam Pearce, that would be me. I'd be the Masked Man. Adam Pearce and get my ass fired, but I'd fuck his career up. That's what I'd do. All right, WWE Royal Rumble 2026. January 31st, final day of the month. Is it a leap year this year? February is leap month, right? That's the one that gets long. Anyway, the road to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. It starts at the Royal Rumble in whatever city it likes to be in, whatever city pays the most for these premium live events. It opened pretty nice, you guys. We had Drew McIntyre versus Sammy Zane for the undisputed WWE Championship. We had AJ Styles versus Gunther in a career versus victory match. Son of a bitch. Oh, that match killed me. They did it right and I got it wrong, but it killed me. Anyway, the Women's Royal Rumble match. Here we go, y'all. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I almost said Blith. Like I have a lisp all of a sudden, like I'm Mike Tyson. Alexa Bliss. They started number 1 and 2 and gives us a little dissension in the ranks. The friendship's going to be tested, or is it? We had an accidental knockout of the ring, or was it? We don't know. Did Charlotte Flair get hungry again when she was in the Royal Rumble for that singles championship for the career and a singles run, and all of a sudden she doesn't want to be in a tag team anymore? Alexa Bliss, was she going to take advantage of the situation? We think not, because she's probably the good guy in this, which means they might switch it up and turn her heel on Charlotte. Oh my God, what could happen? That was one story that happened. We got Jordynne Grace looking great in the beginning. She's got a great look, man. Yo, talk about lifting, bro. She's thick. Girl is thick and strong as an ox. So she looked really good. We got a little reunion of Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. I hate you too. I respect you. Well, I don't respect you. Well, maybe I do a little bit. There's a little bit of that going on. We had some Judgment Day drama, we'll say. Raquel Rodriguez helping out her teammates all the time and then getting effed over at the end and looking pissed about it, like it wasn't part of the game plan, maybe, that we'll learn on Monday Night Raw. We're recording this on Monday, so I won't be able to tell you guys yet. But after this, we're back to our regular scheduled programming of giving you guys the latest in wrestling updates. So we had Tiffany Stratton's dramatic return. No Bianca Belair. What is the injury? Was it the finger? I broke my finger once and it took months for that shit to get back to normal where I could bend it all the way and flex it all the way. Like it was just effed forever. I probably should have got surgery on it. But is it a finger or did she hurt something else? I don't know. But Tiffany Stratton came back. Crowd popped big for her. The crowd, and we're going to talk about the crowd. It was weird and it looked empty. We had the final four: Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Sol Ruca, who stole the whole show, men's or women's Rumble. Like, she had the best performance. Her and Oba, I felt like, gave the best performances. But Sol stole the show, and Raquel Rodriguez is the fourth. Stratton gets out of there. We got Sol Ruca, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. Rodriguez gets effed over by Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan feels completely fine and justified in her actions. So she should be non-apologetic on Monday Night Raw if they stay true to the character. If she apologizes and is sorry, then I'm not going to be down with that. She should remain unapologetic. And we've said on this show a few weeks ago, like, you can tell she's the one that they're going to push big right now. They like her mic work. They like her in-ring work. She's healthy now, and you could tell she's going to get a big push. I think that was the betting favorite to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Everybody kind of felt it, which maybe isn't the best storytelling if everybody knows, but sometimes you knew Muhammad Ali was going to win most of his fights. It was predictable. We still love Muhammad Ali. All the young people are like, who? I never watched him fight. Oh, sorry, I threw up. All right, here we go. Watch an old Muhammad Ali fight. Come on, people. Some surprise entrants that we got. We got Lola Vice, people like that. JC Jane, who looked really good in there. We got Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. The crowd loved that. Kalani Jordan looked good. And then we said Tiffany Stratton, we're glad she's back from injury. And she looked awesome in there as well. Jeff, poor Jeff. He had Rhea Ripley. Wrong. So if you bet with Jeff, nobody bets with Jeff. So you guys won. I did Jordan Grace winning with an upset. And she looked good. She looked good in the beginning, but she got clipped. And our producer, who we said was right, so you should have gone with him. At the end of the show, we're like, oh, yeah, Alex got it. He picked Liv Morgan, the betting favorite, the odds-on favorite. I gave you guys an underdog. I gave you guys a dog, D-A-W-G. But it didn't come through, and I apologize. I lost you guys money. And please send your pay slips to Jeff Dye, and he'll reimburse you guys for any losses that you guys have. That's a guarantee. Anyway, the Women's Royal Rumble, I thought, to summarize, I thought it was the best match of the night. I thought the girls stole the show, especially with women like Lash Legend having tons of attitudes, eliminating people and still sitting like on the edge of the ropes. Like, what? Nobody's going to attack me from behind. I'm Lash freaking Legend. Deal with it. Sol Ruca looked awesome. Liv looked awesome. Rhea looked awesome. Asuka, Kyrie, and Julia, I always forget her name, and Io, all told a story in there as well. The new champions, the Kabuki Warriors, have serious drama that they're going to have to deal with on Monday. Asuka's freaking pissed off. So we got tons of storyline for them to keep doing, like the mid-card stuff and the tag team stuff to kind of fill the space in between the other matches that they really care about, because tag team wrestling's tough. AJ Styles versus Gunther, the career killer. Really good match. The story was, if AJ loses, he doesn't get to wrestle anymore. It's over. Retirement. And he got rage baited into it, and he took the bait, and Gunther got him on the hook. And Gunther cheated in the match. He probably learned that from Becky Lynch, doing cheating ass moves in the ring all the time, and he kicked AJ in the ballskis. Low blow. My man Dominic Mysterio wouldn't stoop that low. He wrestles clean, but not Gunther. And he retired AJ Styles. Very emotional goodbye. Was going to take the gloves off like UFC style, and then was like, fuck that, one more time, which also made me think maybe he's not going to retire. Because then in the post-match comments, he said, I'm done with WWE, which could potentially lead to go back to New Japan wrestling. Our producer speculated that he would do like a tour, like some New Japan, maybe some AEW in a super fight with Will Ospreay in London. People would go crazy for that. And then finish his career, put the bow on top at TNA where he began. So that could be a really beautiful year-long story that we didn't get to have in WWE, but we can now enjoy because there's wrestling on, I think, 6 days a week. And on pay-per-view days, sometimes 7. Which is insane. But Gunther has now retired Goldberg, John Cena, AJ Styles. Who's left? We speculated maybe some Brock Lesnar. By the way, what the hell was was Brock Lesnar's exit in the Royal Rumble? That was the weirdest thing I've seen in so long. He gets eliminated by LA Knight, who we can talk about if you want. They just do my man wrong. We're not friends. I just call him my man because I like him. And Cody Rhodes eliminate Brock Lesnar during Jey Uso's entrance. That couldn't have been planned. They either didn't hear the song or I don't know. I don't know why you would like call an audible in the ring to say like, let's do this during someone's entrance and wreck a Brock Lesnar exit from the Rumble. Like that's a big deal. And it didn't feel like a big deal. The announcers tried to save it, saying Cody had some history with him and it must feel good. But yeah, it felt really, I don't know what happened there, man. That was so weird. And then LA Knight gets eliminated again with not a lot of storytelling that he gets to do in there. He got to work the vision a little bit. So that's not true what I just said. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing with LA Knight, man. Like, am I supposed to believe in him or not? Is he the guy that can wear a title and keep a title, whether it be main event or mid card, or is he the guy that sets up the guy to win it or loses to the guy that wins it? Because I think both roles are important. I'm not trying to crap on one, but I just feel like the crowd wants him to win. It feels like Bryan Danielson before they gave him the title, and the crowd was like, no, he's the people's champion right now. He's our guy. We believe in him, and damn it, you need to believe in him too. And eventually WWE acquiesced. Oh, that's a $5 word. And they decided, okay, we're going to give this guy a shot and give him a run. And it was an awesome run and an awesome shot. I wish they would do that with LA Knight. Now, granted, the LA Knight love isn't as much as the Yes Champ became, but yeah, is pretty close to yes, and the people still love it, even though they're not giving him a push. Like they're not, the passion's not waning on the guy yet, and it should. So yeah, man, give LA Knight some love, baby. Even if it's, another U.S. champion. We only want that for young people. Well, you're switching it left and right. Like Sammy had it, Ilya had it. Now Carmelo's got it. Switch it again. He can lose. That can be the belt no one can hold on to. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. And he's one of the older guys on the roster, so he only got so much time to pull off a good run. And a good story. Granted, you can wrestle forever, but he does a lot of shit where he's like jumping up on the top ropes and shit. I don't know how long he can do that. He's in better shape than me, so probably a lot longer than I think. But yeah, that was weird. Anyway, we were talking about AJ Styles and Gunther, but you get it. All right, me and Alex, we picked AJ to pull it off. We were really hoping it wasn't going to end that quick, but it did. Jeff picked Gunther. And AJ had to retire. So for once, Jeff got it right. For once, in the, 2.5 years, 3 years he's been doing this, he got it right once. What's the old saying? The sun shines on a dog's ass at least once a day. That's not the saying. I don't remember what the saying was. The undisputed WWE Championship with the champion, a man who's never told a lie. He hasn't, by the way. Drew McIntyre versus a crowd favorite, Sammy Zane. Sammy Zane, I really want him to be a champion. They're not going to give it to him yet, though. And he didn't get to be in the Rumble, although they put Gunther back in the Rumble, but not Sammy. And no Finn Balor. I know the storyline was like, yo, Adam Pearce, sorry, man, I got no room for you, Finn. And Finn's like, yo, what the F? What do you mean you don't have room? But to like not have Finn Balor in there, that's just weird to me. Maybe he's hurt. I don't know. And they're protecting him. And so I'm just sounding like a dick. I don't know. I don't follow the internet as much as I probably should. But yeah, so Sammy, he couldn't win. Our producer thought he was going to get the dub. Alex, leading with your heart, buddy, instead of your head. But me and Jeff, we picked Drew McIntyre to retain the title. He hit him with 2 claymores, not one, but two claymores, and put him down. And that takes us to the Men's Royal Rumble. All right, we've already talked about the Men's Rumble a lot. The things that kind of struck me weird. But let's talk about some cool stuff too. And the stuff that maybe didn't work, right? Braun Breaker, I might have picked him. I might have picked him to win. I'm not going to talk about it, though. And our producer might have got it right, but I'm not going to talk about that either yet. So Braun comes out. First of all, Obafemi coming out number one. Really strong debut. Shined real bright. Crowd was behind him. Got to work with Brock Lesnar. Big time rub there. Got eliminated by Brock Lesnar. We can talk about that. Was that the right thing to do? Given that Brock gets taken out with no really much of a story there. Like, I don't know. It was weird, but Oba was awesome. Braun comes out and he gets attacked by a masked man. And if you want bad speculation, I'm going to say it's Adam Pearce, even though it's not. But that would be crazy if it was. And he got fired and was like, I don't care. I'm going to SmackDown now. Anyway, masked man comes out and beats up Braun Breaker. Kind of weird. Braun shouldn't be getting his ass beat, but he got his ass beat. He got sucker punched and attacked. We don't know who this man is. We know it's a man. We know it's a white man because you can see his hands. That's all we know. Not Austin Theory. Why would Austin Theory do that? That'd be dumb. And then run back and get ready for the Rumble, so it can't be him. Didn't really look like Seth Rollins' body. And how sort of like, oh, if it is Seth. You know what I mean? That's not something you'd be super hyped for. It'd be kind of like, I'm going to do to you what you did to me. No, Seth Rollins is a freaking architect, man. He's going to come up with a much more elaborate plan to take his revenge. But he gets taken out, and he gets taken out quickly. And the favorite is eliminated. Although Roman was the betting favorite, but like the fan favorite, everybody loves Braun. He gets taken out. He's done. He didn't look strong, not going to lie. So I guess his next opportunity, Mr. Breaker, will be the Elimination Chamber. That'll be his second chance. That'll be an opportunity for him to shine. He's super strong and explosive, so maybe he can like explode the Elimination Chamber, bust out of it. They try to lock him in, and he's like, no, and just crashes through and does something cool. So that could be his next opportunity. Cody Rhodes, 3-time Royal Rumble champion? I don't think so, baby. He had to take the back seat because we had the return of the OTC, the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Roman did a Pat McAfee interview before the Rumble and kind of said that he was coming back because nobody was able to fill the shoes that he left while he was gone. And he challenged people to be the man, and he encouraged people to be the man. And he didn't think he's coming back because he doesn't think those guys are the man, which kind of shits on Jey Uso and the rest of the roster. But who's the man since he's been gone? Who's the man? Jacob Fatu? It could have been, but he got hurt, I think, twice. Who? Solo? No. LA Knight? They don't love LA Knight for some reason. Cody carried it, but besides Cody, who's the man? Maybe Drew. He's finally getting a real shot and can hold the belt for more than a week. That's nice to see. But who's the man? Roman. And the company wants the safest champion they can have. And by safest, I mean the biggest bank. Who's gonna literally go, okay, Roman's back, now I'm gonna watch again. That's what they're going after. He's established. That's why he held the belt for so long. That's why business was great for so long. The Bloodline story was awesome, so credit to creative for that. But they all executed at a high level, so kudos to them for their side. So he's the logical choice. He was the betting favorite on all those websites that you guys like to peruse. And yeah, so he won the Royal Rumble. I think the crowd was weird. The crowd was weird. I don't know, man. I just didn't get them. I didn't get what they were mad at. I didn't always get what they were happy about. It looked empty until the men's Royal Rumble match, which was weird. It was like a Lakers game where they don't show up to like the second quarter. They're more rabid now, but back in the 90s and early 2000s, like people wouldn't show up to like 3 minutes left in the first quarter. They'd just be chilling in like the club room and the party room and drinking and partying. And then they'd come out and be like, oh yeah, there's a basketball game. Maybe we should watch. Not your boy. When I had tickets, I was always there early, baby. Just like the fights. I always watch the pre-fights before the TV cameras are even on because I'm a real fan. All right. Surprise entrance. We got Mr. Iguana. I don't know about Mr. Iguana, but he seems to be getting some love, but he got tossed out quick. He's from AAA. We got the return of El Grande Americano. I turned into an Italian at the end of that. Chad Gable at number 13. We got Powerhouse Hobbs, who's now known as Royce Keys. If you're Brazilian, it's Royce Keys. And that was cool that they referenced his old name. And they're not so sticky. Like back in the old days, no way could you refer to as, no freaking way would they be able to get away with that. Maybe not the perfect place to debut him, but he'll still get love in the next few weeks and get a nice push. And he's solid, so he deserves a good push early on. And they can develop him. I guess they're going to main roster him and not NXT him. I don't know. We'll find out very, very soon. But I love Powerhouse Hobbs. We've talked about him on this podcast for like 3-4 years probably. And we even speculated about him going to WWE and how well I thought they could do with someone like him. So that was cool to see. We got La Parka at number 18. Jeff's favorite luchador, and maybe is one of his favorite wrestlers of all time. He's not here to defend that, but it's true. And then, we got Roman Reigns at number 26, and he becomes a 2-time Royal Rumble winner. By the way, Liv Morgan had never won the Royal Rumble, I don't think. And I think she'd been in like at least a half dozen, right? How many of the women had? A lot now. But yeah, so she got the big win. Roman got the big win. Alex picked him. Pretty good at these picks. Y'all should probably listen to him. Even when he's wrong, he's right. You know what I mean? Because it's the way it should have been. I picked Braun Breaker. I kind of looked like a dick. So thanks a lot, Braun. Thanks a lot, Paul Heyman. You guys are way smart. Don't you know someone's coming after him, man? Didn't you? How can you not predict that? Prognosticator of prognosticators, Paul Heyman. How do you not protect your guy? How do you just leave him vulnerable like that and then get him embarrassed? Some manager used to call you the best, bro. Used to call you the best. All right. Liv Morgan. She gets to choose her champion. I think we know who she's going after. She's on Monday Night Raw. So she'll be going after Stephanie Vaquer. And Roman will be going on Roman Punk it's probably going to be Roman Drew. So he'll go to SmackDown because that's his show anyway. And that's the Samoan show of record, SmackDown. And then his WrestleMania can be him versus Drew. Yeah, and maybe you even get a triple threat with like Jacob Fatu or something coming out victorious in the Elimination Chamber or something. That would be crazy. But yeah, so those will be the most likely attacks for both of them or stories for both of them. And then the retirement of AJ Styles. Where's he going to go next? Because like we said earlier, he did say, I'm done wrestling for WWE, which is kind of contradictory to what Triple H said about his retirement, which is like, I'm done with this in-ring stuff. Like, nah, he's just done with WWE. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, our producer Alex has his prediction of where AJ is going to go from New Japan, and in the order. And I bet you it goes down like this because he's pretty smart on this stuff. From New Japan to an AEW super fight. So he wouldn't technically be under contract with AEW, but they would promote a super fight. He can make a couple $1 million, sell out London, England, have an excellent send off there. Will Ospreay is Will friggin' Ospreay, and I keep throwing friggin' in there, but Seth Rollins has that name, but I said that in real life before he changed his name to that, so fair play to me. But yeah, Will Ospreay will kill and sell that place out as just as easily. So that'll be awesome. And then he can go to TNA and finish. and have a nice retirement there. I think that'll be a really cool story. And it's outside the box, right? Because he had his time with WWE. They gave him a short finish to the career. And now he can go have the real one, which now in the world of wrestling, it's so much more accessible than back in the day and so much more open-minded, and they're willing to do business so much easier now. Even WWE softened it up with TNA, like and calling Royce Keys Powerhouse Hobbs, like they're loosening the leash a little bit. So there's room for everyone to kind of get the proper send-off now, and we can all watch it and see it as we like. And Drew McIntyre, he made sure Cody went to the back of the line. He was responsible for the elimination, but he'll get Roman, and Roman's going to beat his ass at WrestleMania. That's my early prediction. You can book it now. All right, you guys. The next WWE event we're going to get is the Elimination Chamber. This is the continuation and step 2 on the road to WrestleMania, and it's coming from Chicago, the home of CM Punk. That'll be at the end of the month, so it's right around the corner. Is this the short month? Is it a leap year? Maybe it's even sooner than we think. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. But we got lots of stories coming up, I'm sure, because they got to cram it in there quick. We're going to have tons of stuff to talk about. Don't forget to share our podcast with your friends. Thank you. We saw a spike in new listeners now that we cover the current Monday Night Raw. That was awesome. I know you guys want more current content, and I'm glad that we can give it to you now. It helps out everybody. It helps us out. It helps you guys out. It doesn't help our producer out. It's more work for him, but he's an ex-Marine and badass and doesn't take shit. So it's all good, you guys. Anyway, tune in for Unsanctioned Thursday with the one and only Soraya, a.k.a. Paige. Maybe Paige again very soon. I'm going to ask her straight up. Peace.